please be respectful. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just, like you told me to tell him what? Shut up? Okay, guys, please shut up. Shut up your mouth. Whatever she says, just shut up your mouth. Like,
Was they harassing her or something?
yeah, my sister went up and cussed her out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cussing me out is not going to change my call. I'm going to still be me. I still come here and talking about injustice when I see one.
As you should.
And she feels like you're
It's something called accountability. And that's what we should be doing. You know what was very disappointing to me? The black and brown people are doing this type of stuff to one another. This is the part that gets me the most. I can never get over this. Instead of us coming here and uplifting, supporting, giving people listening ears, you don't have to throw your whole bank at somebody. You don't have to give them every penny that you own, but little nice, kind gestures and words. Give them a listening ear. If they're in your city or they're close to you, do things with them that will make them put a smile on their face. You don't know what you can change for a person. I have been down that path before.
Is she even like familiar with your platform at all?
She says she supported one video one time, but she's not really too familiar with my platform.
I don't care about what we had going on before, and I don't have to support you, but I'm going to tell you this right here. I'm completely disappointed. I am.
Oh, well, that's fair. You can absolutely be disappointed. You're valid in your feelings. But I'm just here to clarify the truth. I think what you're referring to is me creating quote unquote messy talk. Is that what you're saying? And you're saying,
and I asked you, what was the reason? Is there a reason? Is there a reason that you created this page? What was the nature behind the page?
page?
It's not a page.
Well, yeah, messy talk's not a page, beloved. It's just a culture. It's like a site on TikTok. It just randomly just became a thing because
Messy Talk is not now what it used to be.
Right. Messy Talk 4 years ago was a completely different place.
It didn't start like this. Other people took it over. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be being y'all ish. I'm a different creator. It's my brother. But I'm another big creator on here as well. I'm not going to assume you know who I am just by my voice. But when we first started Messy Talk, well, when it first started, rather, it was more so combating misinformation. What it has evolved into now is a freaking hot garbage mess. And
so why when it got to that point, and it's just my question to you, and thank you for being respectful, by the way, to both of you guys. When it got to that point, since you guys created it, why didn't you just end it, put a stop to it?
Because you can't control what other people do. You can step back and you can readjust your actions. You can tell your supporters what you condone, what you don't condone, what you perpetuate, what you don't perpetuate. That thereby becomes your responsibility. So when you talk about, stopping it, a culture, it's going to continue to run with those that feed that culture. So when you say, talk to your supporters and things of that nature, I do agree that you do have a certain role and responsibility when it comes to addressing the people that support you. However, when you're talking about controlling people who are literally doing what they want to do, not in the name of you, that thereby becomes their responsibility, which is why when these types of lives happen or people make content, you are responsible for that, for the words that come out of your mouth, for the people that you associate yourself with, the panels that you hop on, etc. So in that, the responsibility that you have is to ensure that you're not continuing to either one, add to that, or two, keep up things that are not indicative of who you are. I'm a firm believer in posting what you're proud of, being in spaces that, speak your truth. Your truth is your truth, right, wrong, or indifferent.
But do you understand the magnitude and the level of how you got implicated because of them? Do you realize that?
Well, we're kind of both talking. So okay, let me let you, I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say this. My name is Anthony. However, I go by I Speak 1906 on TikTok. I'm his brother. We met on TikTok. We've been cool for 5 years. I'm at his house. I'm stationed in Virginia. I'm only speaking because this whole thing has been so wrapped up, and I do agree that they said his name. Got you. Because the general sentiment is that what Messy Talk is now is not what it used to be. So your assessment, to a degree, valid. However, what I can say that kind of made me kind of step over here like, what are y'all talking about? was when you're talking about controlling other people. That's not his responsibility. It's just not. It's on them to
Let me
ensure.
give you how I let me give you some I'm gonna give you a little heads up on something that I did. I had my platform. I'm Guyanese, but I'm a US based Guyanese, right? So there was a young lady who, and this is not I share this for one specific reason. I'm gonna get to it, but I want you to hear me now. So this young lady is 11 years old. She quote unquote drunk. I don't know if you know that story or not, in a hotel in Guyana. I know the family because
I
we got
remember that. I remember that.
spoke on that. At first, I was brainwashed and I was like talking, oh, the hotel has something to do with blah, blah, blah. Then I decided to move away from the noise and do my own research as I always do. So when I did my research, I dig so deep and went down to this rabbit hole that I see 50 million rabbits. You understand me? If you know what I mean, I mean. And what I found out that the implication of the hotel owner, it really was not the way it went down. The family had something to do with it. I had so many followers, so many supporters on my page. But the moment I start highlighting what actually happened and what I found out, a lot of people started turning against me. And the moment they come here, I give them the opportunity on my platform to speak, and they speak the truth. And the moment they disrespect me, I make a live dedicated specifically for them called the Black Live, meaning block, BLOCK. I went on a block rampage, block everybody. I don't care to lose these people because guess what? At the end of the day, I may never, ever see these people in real life. Do I care? I don't. Do you see how I handle that? Now back to what you were saying.
So I'm glad you gave that example because that literally outlines what you just stated to him in regards to those people existing in this space. A culture is run by the individuals within it. The moment it takes a turn, thereby becomes our responsibility for those that existed in this space when it first began to acknowledge the differences, which has consistently took place. What's happening here, I'm gonna be honest with you. We've been on TikTok for so long that we've seen so many new characters, old characters, and I don't mean you in that regard because I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know who you are, which is why I was asking him questions. And I do apologize because I was talking while you were talking. So I do apologize for that. However, I was just trying to get an understanding because what happens is people want proximity to conversation for clout. And I'm not saying that that's you. However, that's what a lot of people do. So it's easy to point fingers at people that seem as though they're easy targets and or that seem as though that they could, drum up some conversation as it relates to the situation at hand. And again, I'm not saying that that's what you're doing. However, that's what we're used to seeing. So when we hear people talking about us on a live, yes, our supporters, because our platforms are so big, they're going to come back and they're going to tell us. Now, the responsibility of how they interact with you once they come back, honestly, it's the nature of TikTok. If you're talking about someone that's popular, it's gonna get back to them. It's literally the nature of social media. My bachelor, I promise you, I'm not trying to flex or be smart when I say this. My bachelor's degree is in mass communications with a concentration in public speaking and journalism. I study social media, and I've studied social media for the last 13 years. Okay, so. Again, I don't mean to make myself seem intellectually superior or anything like that. I'm just giving you some background. When it comes to TikTok specifically, the beast that is TikTok has magnanimously changed from the moment we got on 5 years ago to where we are now. My brother, his biggest page was at 1.1 million followers and he lost it because of this exact thing, standing up against injustice, speaking out against those that were doing wrong, etc. Now, is he polarizing in some instances? Hell yeah. And that's my brother and I love him. However, he has also grown a great degree. And I don't feel like that's taken into account enough. So when things happen, oftentimes he is one of the very first people blamed. I say all that to say for the people that are sending people to a live like yours to harass you and things of that nature, we don't condone that behavior. Now, if someone is tarnishing our name or speaking ill on us and our supporters know that that's not indicative of who we are, they're going to defend us. That's what they do. That's what supporters do. And I want to bring it back full circle to what you acknowledged. When you were digging on this story, right? I'm going to give you your example, right?
No Diddy.
No Diddy. People were supporting you, but the moment you uncovered the truth, that's when they turned on you. That is the nature of social media. When people feel like you're entertaining them, when people feel like they can get something up out of you, you're an asset. But the moment you start speaking the truth, you become a liability. So you seeing that firsthand is literally what you're making him responsible for. And that's not right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you know what? God gave us the ability to speak, right?
Correct.
And he gave us the ability to know right from wrong, correct?
Correct.
And if you, not you, when I say you, I want to make sure that you don't think I'm saying you, specifically you.
I got you.
If you given the opportunity to express yourself, but you choose to start cursing, one, I already see you as uneducated. Two, even if you're not uneducated, that's the assumption I'm gonna make based on your attitude, right? And you could say a whole lot without using indecent language. And people could actually hear you and make sense of your point, whether they agree or disagree. So when people come here and start cursing, I'm going to get you off it because you're not going to come here and curse here. This is not a platform for curse. You're not going to come and abuse me like this. It's not going to happen.
But Angela, when you made your video about me 3 hours ago, instead of keeping it on the subject at hand, you also went for my looks and started talking about my piercings.
Well, if you listen, if anytime you do a crime, you know what is the next end result? If the DA and the feds and all these people, and I'm going to tell you something about the United States. The United States, when they do an investigation, they don't care which country. As long as you do something here in the United States, trust and believe they're going to get to the bottom of it. Every bolt, screw, nut, every sanction, every word, every phrase, they're going to go so deep. It might take them a while because they're slow, because they want to be very, very correct. But when they get down to the nitty and gritty, the bottom of it, trust and believe, even if I break the law, I am going to jail. They don't care about me as a person or what I do. I could be a part of them, working in their governmental office, sitting in the same desk across from them. They don't care about nothing like that. That don't mean nothing to them. If you do the crime, you're going to pay the time.
Miss Angela, may I ask you a question?
Hold on 1 second. My TikTok is frozen, but I do want to speak. Can you drop me and I'll come back up? Thank you.
So what you literally just outlined, Miss Angela, right, was that when people came over and, they were, cursing and things of that nature, that, you said you're going to immediately, look at them as uneducated and, you're not going to allow that behavior to be perpetuated on your platform, right?
Yeah.
Because they're disrespecting your platform, correct? However, you put out a video to your supporters to whereby you're literally perpetuating the very same behavior. How is that right?
I can put whatever video I want to put out based on what I went and I looked at him and I looked at his content. And I looked at even the video that he made, him saying that, okay, he take accountability. And I even turned around and gave him his props for that, because a lot of people do stuff and never take accountability. And like a specific individual, I don't want to call her name, not right now. I could, but not right now. She said she didn't care about her. She don't care what she did. And she's not sorry. She's not empathetic. And the woman has a dry face, motionless.
So your responsibility, right, in that was to call it out, correct?
And I did. So what do you want me to do?
No.
I'm not sorry for saying that. I'm not going.
No. I'm not asking you to be sorry. I'm just trying to understand something. That's all. I'm just trying to understand the responsibility of one to be respectful while also simultaneously being disrespectful in a manner that was completely unnecessary. And then your response is, "Oh, I can just do whatever I want."
How was I being disrespectful for posting my video? Did I curse at you?
No.
So because you're not even him. You're not even him.
No. To call out the behavior, completely valid. But the moment you started making the personal attacks is what I'm talking about.
What personal attacks did I make?
You attacked his appearance.
I said, take the Pierce out, get ready for the DA, the feds, and everybody, and that's reality. That's not no attacking. That's not no talking about nobody piercing. It's just literally telling, when you get booked, you don't need all of that jingling hanging off of you. That's what I'm saying. You don't understand that? What part of that you don't understand?
So you genuinely believe that he committed a crime he's going to jail for?
He asked that girl answered, and he said it in the video, and he take accountability. So why can you get past this? What is blocking your knowledge from getting past this particular part?
Miss Angela, do you
What's
understand?
confusing you? What's
Miss
confusing
Angela,
you so much?
nothing's confusing me at all. Do you understand what being condescending is?
Listen, condescending, that go back to you guys when y'all start that page, because y'all know exactly what y'all was doing. And since you rush up here to be in his defense as if he don't have a voice and he can't speak, or cat got his tongue, and you
He can absolutely speak, because I'm done talking. You're a hypocrite.
He's a spokesperson. Then you probably need to do a look in the mirror and do self-reflection. At this moment, I want nothing to do with you. Don't come back here. Goodbye. Have a good night. Okay? If he got something to tell me, he can tell me that to my face. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm sorry, Sherman. Y'all can say all of that mess in the comment section. You think I care? I don't care. What y'all need to do is go and fix that little regime y'all got going on over there. Fix that. Change, make changes so people can feel safe on these platforms. People can come on here and have mental health struggles and get help and map themselves with the right people and get a leaning shoulder to lean on and an ears to hear them out. Help them. Give them an ear hug if you have to. Put them in personal space that they will feel safe. You understand? And then you can come fix all of that about yourself before you come for me. Because the one thing I wouldn't do is come here and put somebody in a position and ask them to take themselves out of this world. I wouldn't do that. That is unethical to have somebody do that. And all of y'all that is involved, and y'all rush up here and y'all send y'all folks over here as if I supposed to be scared. Ooh, whoop-de-doo. It didn't scare me. It did not scare. You guys can never scare me. You would never scare me because I can stand on my grounds, right? I'm never scared. Do you know how many people tried to scare me when I was covering the Adriana Young story? Do you know how many people tried to scare me and they was unsuccessful? Because I'm not the one to run and scare. I've been through some things in my life. I've been through people who tried to unalive me several times and fail miserably at it. Because they don't even have a degree in unaliving somebody, much less to try me the way they did. They don't have the capacity. They ain't God. So you don't come up here.
Not holding themselves to. And the moment they start feeling that pressure, what they do. She's a runner, she's a track star. She go up there. Because it don't look good when that mirror's being held back up to your face. Because now you got to look at yourself. You see, she start getting more and more agitated because the truth has a way of building up this thing called pressure in your chest. And the moment you start feeling that, oh my goodness gracious. Now all of a sudden you don't know what to do with yourself because you're trying to hold someone to a standard that you're not even holding yourself to. Because my next question is, where's your law degree? What practice are you a part of that you're so comfortable in resting in the understanding that you're going to jail? You're being indicted. Like I said, these new characters pop up, and I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. That's why I clicked on her page. See how many followers she had. It doesn't matter what size your platform is. And I hope you all get that from this. It doesn't matter what size your platform is. It's the impact that you have. So for those of you out there that want to be content creators, bro, I'm telling y'all, this shit is treacherous, bro. But this is what you're doing right now. You're keeping your head about yourself, bro. You're keeping your head about yourself. And here's the deal. That slow walk, exactly what you did, bro. It's not about handling people with grace in the sense of not crashing out, so to speak. Because here's the deal. You can professionally crash out. You can. It's all about the manner in which you do it. You put out content that while you were attempting to hold me accountable, you tried to throw your little jabs in there. But you didn't think that was going to be brought back up. You didn't think it was going to be put back in your face. And the moment it did, instead of you saying, you know what? I was wrong. I would much rather you stand 10 toes down in it. I was disrespectful. I can say what I want to say. Cool. Then stop trying to hold people to a standard that you're not going to hold yourself to. And that's That's why she had to get you up out of there before that was said. Come on, bro. That's the reason why I don't go back and forth with these goofies, bro. But if I do decide to address them, which you have every right to address her, I will tell all of you, don't you ever feel apprehensive toward defending yourself. He said, y'all.
They're being funny.
Oh, what the fuck, you weirdo? That's my brother, you fucking goofy. Anywho, whatever. But yeah, man, this is the dark side of social media. And honestly, as fucked up as it sounds, I'm glad some of you are witnessing this. I do wish Rizzy was still here. She did not deserve to lose her life in any way, shape, form, or fashion. However, for some of you all that think that social media is just all roses and bubbles, you're seeing in real time how people are on the internet. Even when they're dead ass wrong. Come on, bro.
He is not single, he's engaged.
First of all, I'm polyamorous. Don't you be taking potential partners away from me. I'm just playing. I am polyamorous though, but no, I'm not single. I'm engaged to a beautiful woman, and she has a fine ass girlfriend. Oh, sorry.
That's the part that I really want to see. Keep that momentum up. You see how y'all rush up and cursing at me? Go into court and curse the court, the jurors and the law men and women out. Go there and keep that same energy. Use those same language to those law people and see what happened. The jail always has space. It never. Matter of fact, every time they book y'all is money on the state.
Reezy, I'm sorry.
Every time they book y'all is money on the state. They have no problem booking nobody. Go take the same energy. I don't screenshot y'all names. I'm going to be watching for y'all. Enter that court with that kind of behavior, with that kind of language, and see what's going to happen.
So what are we doing? If you don't even respect your name, then you're just doing this for views. And why does she
call her ritzy?
Coming up here to deflect and detour and curse people out. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to switch those behaviors out. Educated people don't act that way.
Educated people also are not hypocrites.
Because you can speak English, speak very well.
They take accountability.
But take the cursing and the indecent and the bad languages out.
She called her ritzy and Riza.
The moment y'all start talking like this, I'm going to assume that y'all don't got no common sense. I'm going to be left to assume that is the only thing y'all know how to defend yourself by cursing.
That's what I said. We got to stop inadvertently making these goofies famous.
Me from
because that's what we end up doing.
Be me. But it make y'all look uneducated.
And you
because
look
if
at
you
those
have to
numbers in the
use a
top right
bad
hand corner.
language to convey your message, or let somebody hear you.
When you were in there, it was about roughly a little under 200.
But the school that I've been to, the universities and stuff that I've been to, cursing was not a part of the curriculum. So I don't know what y'all coming from with that. But the moment you start cursing, I don't hear you anymore. The only thing I could do is drop you because you're wasting my time.
Messy talk.
You wasting my time.
For what?
Y'all rush up here to curse me out for what? Take accountabilities for y'all actions.
Oh, okay.
Assault as an insult to you. And you had no problem eating up the sympathy that was garnered, and rightfully so, because nobody should talk about that like that.
Yeah, Harmony, I ain't trying to.
So that's where I'm confusion as to why.
No, I get that, JS, but I can't let people lie on me.
No, he has every right to defend himself.
This is okay, I'll leave it alone.
No, we're not going to do this. You've been nothing but respectful. You spoke the truth. You've acknowledged the role in which you played. You've also acknowledged the history of this. No, we're not going to do this. You're not going to tell him that he cannot defend himself. You're just not going to do that. You damn sure not about to do it in my presence. I don't give a fuck who you are. And this goes for everybody.
No.
And I'm not trying to beef with nobody. I want to be very clear. I'm not trying to beef with nobody. I'm not trying to go back and forth with nobody. What I'm saying is that too often are you gaslit into feeling like you defending yourself is wrong. This was not a recap. This was him listening because he was incorrectly characterized, and he has every right to defend himself. And the moment he's done defending himself, he can move on at his own pace.
Come up, Harmony. Harmony, come up from your page, friend. Because I think it's a misunderstanding between you. Because she was in there defending me. She's just saying like...
No, I get what she's saying. I'm saying I fundamentally disagree with her.
I think y'all saying it saying the same thing, but differently. I think what Harmony is saying, like, this is what they want. All these creators, it's not a coincidence. All these creators today of all days, all of them speaking on me while this is happening, they are speaking on me collectively the way they are because they want me to respond. And if I respond, then it takes the attention away from Rizzy. That's what Harmony is trying to say, and that's what JS was trying to say.
Now watch this. Were you mentioned?
Yeah, she mentioned me in the video.
Correct. Did you not decide to go in there and defend yourself?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So whenever you're done doing that, that's when you're done doing that. Simple.
So what I'm saying is this. You have every right to defend yourself, and you did. She said move on about it. We don't have to keep listening to her because she's going to keep disrespecting Rizzy. She literally said her name doesn't matter. We know people are doing it for clout. We know people are going to attack you. But you cannot feed that energy because it's the same shit that happens on Messy Talk. Then they start listening to each other's lives. Then you go on back and forth. Who the fuck is this Angela lady? She was never even a part of Messy Talk. Right? It's just another person trying to get you off your 10. That's literally what it is. It's fine to go over there and say, hey, I didn't do that. And you have a whole group of people defending you and saying, you don't know what you're talking about. She doesn't. Everything's getting mixed up because everybody wants to be a part of Messy Talk now. Look at these motherfuckers.
That's true.
It's growing.
Told you.
So that's what I'm saying. You addressed it. Your people went over there and said, no, that's not what it is. And we know the truth. Y'all had that argument over a year ago. And then y'all made up like almost a year ago now. Who the fuck should be held accountable? Who she should be mad at is motherfucking Braid King, Heartbreaker, Candy, Kiana. She's not mentioning those people. She's trying to bait you. You responded. That's it. We don't have to carry it on. That's all I'm saying. We could be talking about the vigil for tomorrow. You could be talking about your music. You yourself need a break from it, John T. Everybody can see it on your face. You're tired, bro. You need to respect your own mental, and nosy bystanders too. You need to respect your own mental health too. We don't have to respond to everything. You have to be strategic about this. It's not going away. And it's all over the internet. So you have to be strategic and you have to protect your mental health. All of us. Yeah, respond if you need to, but don't keep carrying it because that's what they want. You saw how her numbers shot up and she just kept being disrespectful to Rizzy. Said her name didn't matter. That's when I said, fuck this, I'm leaving. Because there's no point in keep telling her, you're wrong, you don't know what you're talking about. She doesn't want to hear it. It's like talking to concrete.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I disagree.
Hold on, Leonard. Why are you interrupting with me? I don't give a fuck what you disagree about. Respectfully. Why are you interrupting me?
He was actually
I
agreeing
think you're
with
getting
you, girl.
No, he said I disagree.
No, he was in the comments agreeing.
But he came up and said I
He just came up
disagree.
in the box and said I disagreed.
And when I'm talking
Well,
about our
when-
words meeting, so that's what I'm saying, John T. And we all went over there, and I just was trying to patiently wait for her to talk, to let me talk, but she didn't. What I need the white people to understand is that this is that you can be a supporter in all of our causes, but it ain't yours. So respect us and respect Black women. Respect us when we're talking. Period. That's all I'm asking.
I want to also point out that when everyone was asking for Shorty I didn't give the at all.
You didn't. Someone else gave it to me, and I won't say who. Someone else gave it to me.
Shit, and it was
Oh,
me.
she inviting you back up.
She's inviting me back up.
I sure did. And
Hello?
I'm gonna say some shit when I feel like it.
Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna say some shit when I feel like it.
Hello?
Oh, she's streaming us.
Yeah, see, that's how it starts.
But we got nothing else in common to talk about.
You just might need to block her.
Yeah.
I make a mistake.
You don't need to speak to her.
But we
I
don't
got
She
it.
see
Yeah,
invited me
there's
up
nothing-
and
that's
dropped-
crazy.
She invited me up and dropped me.
Oh, she just said she made a mistake with her big fingers.
Okay.
Because she was busy trying to stream. So
How you trying to be nosy and get caught?
right.
Nah, I'm gonna do what they're saying. I'm gonna just block her. It's not worth it because
She was loud and wrong. Couldn't say her name right. Didn't have any of the timeline right. You know what the hell you're talking about, lady?
Because I know if I see her page again, I might snap, and I don't want to do that on a black woman. So I'm just gonna block her to protect my peace and to control my temper. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not just tired physically and emotionally and mentally. My temper is literally on my face. For people who know me in real life, like my sister, like my wife, my brother, why do you think he's so close to me right now? Because he knows I'm about to snap.
Why do you think I came over here?
He knows.
I was delivering watching a movie.
I'm about to crash out, and I'm trying not to.
Yes, I'm just like, who's this new character?
Because this is what I was trying to explain to Braid yesterday, but he wouldn't let me get it out. I get people want to hold me accountable because I credited myself. Well, everyone credited me for being the originator of Messy Talk, right? So there's going to be some type of responsibility there. Even if it's years later and someone passed away, there's going to be some responsibility there. I get that. And yes, I told Rizzy a year and change ago to unalive herself after we got into some very bad beef. And I'm not going to say what she said, or it doesn't matter. She's dead and I'm not, right? But the fact that y'all putting me on the same level as people who extorted her, people who made fun of her getting essayed for 8 hours straight by her therapist, the fact that you put me on the same level as that is what's starting to annoy me. And the fact that, like, I get I'm hated, I get I'm polarizing, like my brother said, but even if you don't like me, you have to acknowledge that this is not right.
He blocked her already, Chad.
I already blocked her. Look,
he already blocked her.
Look, I blocked her already. I blocked her. I ain't even hearing what she's saying. I don't care. Goddamn. I don't care what she's saying. But that's what's starting to bother me a little bit. Like, it's like we're deviating from the 3 names that Rizzy left. A week later, now we're talking about King Jinty and his charges from a decade ago. And
she brought that up?
No, not her. The other ones did.
Oh, okay.
And then we got people from Messy Talk from 4 years ago coming back from the dead.
Yeah.
What is happening? Because Rizzy said 3 names. And then you saw the video proof of the other names she didn't say that as a direct cause of her unaliving. So I'm very confused. Like, we pieced it up publicly in front of 1,000 people on Shigo platform. And as far as this young lady talking about, why did you accept her money? Like, you realize I never asked Rizzy for a dime. I think the young lady, Angela, I think that's her name. I don't think she realized that me and Rizzy knew each other 2 years before that. Rizzy was on my platform and she was on Brat's platform and then my platform. So she was on Debate Talk first. And when she was on Debate Talk, we never asked her for no bread. Brat's never asked her for money. Javon never asked her for money.
That you know of.
That I know of. But I'm going to go off what I see. Yeah. I've never seen them on the platform anyway, at least on TikTok. They never asked that woman for money. And I damn sure never asked her for a dime. I just knew she was going to law school. That's it. I never